there, and welcome back to the Amazing Collection Unboxing. We are on box 102, and we have the last, I believe, of the paperwork boxes. Would have been nice if I would have remembered I had this one earlier in the opening. It says model receipts, cost, and some auction receipts. And it is super heavy, so it's probably very full. So, it is indeed a full box of model receipts and paperwork. There's a few other things in there. A box of checks. Oh, good. I remember back in the day, this is an entire box of money order receipts. Back in the olden days, boys and girls, this is how we paid for things when you bought them from somebody else. By mail order. This is an entire box. Wow, this collector bought lots of stuff. So this is how you would pay for things back in the day. If you were mailing, because this was pre-general adoption of the internet, you would send them a money order instead of a check because supposedly it was safer, although of course now we know money orders can be forged easier sometimes than checks. So this is an entire box. Why would you keep this? I don't know. But we have a catalog, a triple B catalog, and then we have a stack of receipts. So these are all amounts that this collector paid for things. Both new and old. There's stuff here. They printed out the web page of the models when they were advertised. So this is from Breyer. This is their advertising their retired list. This looks like they printed out the Breyer model pages of each of the Christmas pieces in color. Made some nice Excel spreadsheets to record their collection, but didn't write on these. I think if you're going to go to the extent of doing an Excel spreadsheet, just keep it on the computer instead of on paper. Breyer dealer manuals. This is stuff from the model trading post, from individual people. This is all of the receipts for all of those pieces that we have been opening boxes of all these last 2 years. The Sears Wish Book horses, the individual stuff. Oh, Virginia Street Antique Mall, probably bought it from me. Could have just called me, dude. JCPenney. Oh man, we have a JCPenney outlet right down the street. I don't know why he bought them full price. This opens the question of do we want to keep all of this stuff? If we do, what do you do with it? This is a whole bunch of listing of eBay items. Oh, this is the Breyer Special Run Mule with pack. That darn mule. We opened him probably a couple months ago now. The collector paid $50. That's a really good price for that. But these are eBay auctions. You can bookmark them. You can do bunches of other things because all of this stuff is now separated from the horses. Really, do we need to know that you paid $30 for a Clydesdale mare? What I do for my pieces is I have those little teeny tiny round stickers, and I'll write the price that I paid for the item, and I'll put it on the bottom of the horse's hoof. So it's easy for me. I pick up the horse and I look at it. Oh, I paid $25 for this. Because that really doesn't help me in any way. It's going to sell what it's going to sell for if I'm going to sell it. There's really very little reason for me to keep how much I paid for these items if they're going into my collection. If it's a collection item, I'm going to keep it. So if I paid $90 for it, I paid $90 for it. When I go to resell it, I'm going to get whatever the market bears. It would be interesting to compile this information and see. There'll probably be some of the rare stuff in here that we've seen. Maybe we'll find that Tatanka without handprint information. There probably is very good information in here, but it's kind of lost in the piles of stuff. And this stuff is dated 1998. Oh, we have the Model Trading Post Insurance Guide. Now, we talked a little bit about paperworks and reference books in one of the last ones. This is nice because it's printed on paper you can write on. It has values which probably aren't current anymore, but that's okay because I can write on this. If I want to keep this for my insurance, which is a good reason to keep records of your collection, it is good to keep what you paid for it. But if my house burns down and this is in my horse room, it's not going to be a ton of help. So if you're going to keep it on paper for any reason, you'll probably need to keep extra copies somewhere. Nowadays, it's just easier to keep it online, back it up to the cloud, so if something does happen to your house, there's a copy out there in the cloud. We have a bunch more Breyer dealer catalogs. Oh, I didn't even know that Peter Stone did big full-size dealer catalogs. This is cool. So this is a Peter Stone dealer catalog. Very nice. But this entire box is eBay auctions and emails and how much. Oh, here's one. Beautiful Breyer Brahman Bull wood grain. He noted on it, lost this one, I guess, so he wasn't the high bidder. And some of this is for new stuff. We know what the original retail value is on a lot of these models. So, I don't know. I have one of these boxes myself, and after going through 2 years of selling off someone's collection, I now question, why do I have all this paperwork? Like I said, a brown Appaloosa Indian pony, how much it sold for on eBay in 1998. The rare stuff, yes. So maybe he won this Brahman Bull. eBay bid history for the Breyer wood grain Brahman Bull. But a lot of this is new Breyer stuff. This is the Lucky 7 price list. So I will go through this piece by piece and see if I can find information on some of the rare stuff. Especially, it would be super nice, like last week we saw that flocked oxen. Maybe he bought it and the receipt's in here somewhere, so I know who created it. I know when it was made. Maybe there's some detail about it. That's the kind of stuff that will be helpful to me, both in this collection and in my own collection. So hopefully, oh, there's some stuff. No sale, no. I don't know what this is. Just a bunch of pieces of printed paper, delivery in transit. Broken Horn Saddlery. Breyer discontinued lists. eBay auction items. Day bar. I am definitely going to be changing my ways on paperworks, because this is a really heavy box full of paperwork, and there's stuff in there that will be helpful to me, but a lot of this will probably head straight for my shredder. So good luck. Think about your collection, how you document it and why, and wish me luck going through all this paperwork. Join me next week. We'll see what I find. Thank you.